You're losing money if you're not reading books. Yes, every unread book could be the billion-dollar idea that you're missing. Think about it. For just $20, you could download decades of mistakes, breakthroughs, and billion-dollar insights from the world's greatest minds. That's cheaper than dinner at Chick-fil-A. Yet most entrepreneurs skip it and then they wonder why they're stuck. Let me ask you this. If Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, or Oprah said, come here, sit with me for like 12 hours and I'll teach you everything I've learned in life and in business, what would you say? Would you say no? Of course not. But here's the crazy truth. They've already done that, or people like them have already done that. And they've done it in what's called a book, where they put all their wisdom, all their knowledge, all their lessons learned inside the pages of a book. But if you don't read it, then you don't get that all of that wisdom that they've spent decades of their life gaining. Here's why reading books is not optional for entrepreneurs. And the reason why it's not optional is because it's the oxygen that you need in order to live and survive in the world of business, in the game of business. And so the first point that I want to make is books equals mentors on demand. Most entrepreneurs think that they need a $10,000 mastermind or a one-on-one call to learn the secrets of success. But here's the truth. Books are those gurus on demand. Books are the mastermind, but it's on demand. A book it's almost like a time machine. You don't just get someone's knowledge, you get their life, their failures, their wins, their scars, and their secrets. You get it all condensed into the pages of a book that you can flip through in as little as a weekend. And so Michael Gerber wrote The E-Myth. He spent decades of his life coaching small businesses, watching owners of businesses burn out because they built jobs instead of companies. And so you can sit with him by reading his book. You can sit with him instead of a $5,000 coaching session that you can get the wisdom and the knowledge that he's gained for $15 in Barnes and Nobles. That's mentorship. And that's mentorship without the invoice. Think about King Solomon. People travel from all over the world bringing gold and gifts and money just to hear his wisdom. Well, today, his wisdom is sitting right in the book of Proverbs in the Bible. And so you don't have to travel. You don't have to pay a fee. There's no waiting list. That's just, you can get the mind of King Solomon in the book of Proverbs. When you open a book, you're literally saying, coach me, teach me, to the author of that book. And the author becomes your mentor in real time. You can, if you read an audio book or you listen to an audio book, or you can pause it, rewind it, you can take notes, and then you can, guess what, and what else you can do? You can take the ideas and go test the ideas and then come back and read some more and go test the ideas. And you can replay that as much as you want. You can read that book as much as you want. The thing about it is, books turn mentors into partners. They become your partners and they partner with you 24/7 to help you. That's why I call books the cheapest board of advisors that you'll ever have. Business owners, are you struggling to make more revenue and profit? Well, I want to invite you to the Millionaire Makers Network. It's 100% free to join. You can join the network today and learn how to make more profit in your business so that you can make a higher income, so that you can finally earn what you're worth and stop leaving money on the table. Have more disposable income so you can enjoy life's extras without stressing about bills. Make more income to invest so that you can have the ultimate freedom, so your money works for you, building wealth and buying back your time. Have profits growing predictably so that you can scale with confidence, knowing your business brings in consistent cash flow every month. Just click the link in the description to join for free. Now, back to the video. In business, time is the most expensive currency. And the longer it takes for you to figure out something, the more money leaks out of your pocket. So it's wise for you to find out and learn as quick as you can. And books collapse that timeline for you. And here's the thing. You're not just saving money. You're saving years. You're saving all of those years of trial and error. Now, you're still going to have some trial and error, but you're not going to have as many as you would if you didn't read. And so Howard Schultz, he didn't just wake up one day and invent Starbucks. He studied the Italian coffee culture, and he did research, and he learned from history. And by the time that he launched Starbucks, he wasn't starting from scratch. He was starting from experience. And the experience was not even his. He was starting from experience that he got from other people. That's what you call speed. In Proverbs 19 and 20, it says, get all that advice and instruction you can so that you will be wise for the rest of your life. You see, books are written as advice. It's instruction delivered in advance. So you don't have to waste decades learning what somebody else has already mapped out for you in a book. Think about marketing. You could spend 2 years burning through ad dollars trying to figure out which copy works and how to write the ad copy that sells. Or you can pick up the book Ogilvy on Advertising and shave off 2 years, and you can shave it down to 2 weeks. You see, books they're not just lessons, they're shortcuts. And when you buy a book, you're not buying the paper and the ink, you're buying speed. You see, that's the mental shift that you have to make. It's not the words in the paper, it's the ideas, and it's the speed that you're actually buying. And you're only trading $20 for years of trial and error that you never have to go through yourself. That's why I tell entrepreneurs, if you think that you don't have time to read, what you're really saying is that you rather waste your time learning the hard way. The second thing is this: books equal bigger brains, and bigger brains equal bigger bank accounts. You see, your brain is your business's best asset. The sharper it is, the stronger your strategy. And books, they're like the gym where your brain gets to work out in. You see, every page stretches your thinking. It challenges your assumptions. How many times, if you've read a book, how many times you've assumed something and then you go read a book and it just blows all of your assumptions out of the water? You see, but you'll never find out if you don't read. And see, so books, it challenges your assumptions and it gives you the tools that you can stack up over time. The more you read, the more tools that you can stack up over time. And so a strong brain builds a strong business, and that translates directly into money. Warren Buffett once said, the more you learn, the more you earn. You see, Warren Buffett reads 500 pages a day. Not because he's bored, but because he knows that every new insight gives him an edge in spotting opportunities that others miss. That's how he's made billions, by building his brain first. Think about pattern recognition. Well, when you read, that's what's happening. You learn better pattern recognition. Your brain collects different information, and the more information that you have, the easier it is to connect the dots of all the information, and you connect those dots and you turn them into solutions. See, entrepreneurs who don't read, they only have a handful of information. They only have a handful of knowledge. And see, readers, they see the entire patterns. They see markets. They see deals and systems, all the things that others can't even imagine. Romans 12 and 2 says, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. You see, renewing your mind, it reshapes how you think. And when you reshape how you think, you see business, money, and leadership differently. And so the transformation, it starts in your head, but then it shows up in your hands, and then it shows up in your bank account. Take pricing strategy, for example. If you read one solid book on pricing psychology, you could discover how to increase your prices by 15% without losing customers. Because there's a way to do that. If you just go raise your prices by 15% now without even thinking about how to word it or how to say it or how to structure it, then you will lose customers. But if you read a book that tells you how to structure the prices to where, and how to structure your marketing to let people know that you've raised the prices by 15%, then you won't lose any customers, or you'll lose very minimum that it won't even make an impact. And the price increase will completely over and above cover the people that you actually lose. But you can only get that knowledge in a book. And so that single insight, that one brain upgrade, it could add 6 figures to your business easily. The entrepreneur who says, I don't read, is really saying, I'm okay with my brain staying small. That's what he's really saying. But in business, small brains create small bank accounts. And if you want to grow, your intellect has to grow first. That's why I tell entrepreneurs, the bigger your library, the bigger your lifestyle. And here's the challenge. I want you to pick one book this week that stretches you, that teaches you something. Don't just read it. Apply one idea from the book. That one single step could be worth thousands. It could potentially be worth millions. And so if you're serious about growing your profit, building momentum, and surrounding yourself with other entrepreneurs who are reading, who are winning, then I want you to join the Millionaire Makers Network. It's free to join. It's our community of entrepreneurs who want to grow what really matters most: your business, your income, and your freedom. There's a link in the comments. Just click that link to join us today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.